Stefani has returned to the show. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just trying to recover from jet lag. Got in last night from Japan, so I'm a little bit, whoa.
Oh, so you're not even, oh, God.
I'm not even alive. You're talking to a different version of me.
And this is exactly what you want to do this afternoon. How's everything going other than jet lag?
You know what? It's a really weird week. It's like being in Japan was magic, and I had an amazing show there, unexpectedly amazing. Like I didn't know what to expect, and it was just full of, I don't know, energy and incredibleness. And then got home, and the record comes out tomorrow, which is surreal because I never really planned on having this record anyway, so I don't even know where it came from. It's just like all of a sudden I have this record, and it's finished, it's coming out, and it just feels all really kind of surreal and exciting. And I was just reading my Twitter right now, and everybody seems to be so excited. It's weird. It's just a great, weird feeling.
When you say that you weren't expecting the album, was it just the inspiration of writing everything you needed to get out, and then the push from the voice of you being thrust back out there in the limelight, or what? I don't understand.
Well, I mean, I always want to write new music, but it's never usually that easy. And when I went back in to do the No Doubt last record, it was a real challenge, like really, really challenging. And it took me so long to write those songs. And then when it came out and it kind of didn't really get heard, it felt really disappointing. And then I got pregnant, which was a miracle, and then out of nowhere. And then I got the voice, and then things really started to change. And I think I wanted to do new music, but I didn't really see how after the last experience of writing. It was so hard, and it took so long. I was like, how am I going to have a new baby, have all these other babies, do the voice and new music? It just didn't seem like a reality. But I don't know, over this last year with all of the stuff that went down in my personal life, it just opened up this channel to be able to write, and I went in there, and it was the only thing that made me feel better, and it was just part of, I guess, the master plan of what I needed to do, and it happened so fast. I mean, really, like the first half of it I wrote in less than 8 weeks, and then I think the last 5 songs I wrote in 4 sessions, 4 days. So it's like, it's kind of crazy, like when I look at it, and I look at all the songs and how they were written and how quickly it happened, and now it's actually coming out, because it's coming out in real time. Like I'm still picking up the pieces. Like I'm still going through all this stuff. So it's just crazy to me. It feels so good because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time and really didn't think I would be able to. So here we are. I can't believe people want to listen to it. It makes me feel so happy. I can't even put words to how I'm feeling, like besides the fact that I'm jet lagged and I'm trying to find something to say to you.
Well, I'll tell you what, as far as can't believe that people are excited about it, I'm going to put something in perspective for you.
Okay.
It's an entirely different generation now that's waiting for music from you because unless I'm doing my math wrong, it's been about 20, 21, 22 years since Tragic Kingdom. And my son, who's 16, my daughter, who's 10, was in the car with me yesterday when I get the phone call, hey, you want to have Gwen Stefani on tomorrow? And I had it on speakerphone, and both my kids went, no way!
Wow.
And it was like, they know what Dad does for a living, so me having people on the show is one thing, but you're a whole new level of, holy crap, Gwen's going to be on Dad's show.
Oh, my God, that makes me so happy. It is crazy. That's why I have to say, like, this is how grateful I am for this record. Like, I think I've always been so amazed and had so much great, like, gratitude for all of the stuff that had happened because, I'm just like a regular girl from Orange County. Like the fact that my music got out there and that it got on the radio and people listened and I got to go travel the world and do all these shows, that is a miracle, And so there was never a point where I was like, oh, whatever, this is happening. I was like, whoa, this is happening. But I think the longer that people kind of let me have this career, like it's the more mind-blowing it is because it's like I know that this is all just icing on the cake, and the fact that I have this record now and that it's going to be out tomorrow is just really like, I don't know, it's very overwhelming. I feel so grateful. I feel like look at me, I can't even find words to talk to you because it's just so weird. Like the whole thing, how did this happen to me? Like, just feel so blessed and honored to be in this position, and I can't wait for people to hear the record. I think the record is quite magical. It has so much magic in it, because I think it was made in such a pure way where there was no intention for people to hear it. It was really just a record to heal myself, to help me get through what I was going through, and I just was so lucky to have an outlet, a creative outlet. And I know a lot of people go through the exact same thing that I went through. A lot of people do, and they don't have an outlet. So hopefully this music can be an outlet for them as well.
Well, you say that there's so much stuff that you obviously had to go through and all the stuff that's still going on in your world that you could actually just keep writing.
Well, that's the thing that happened. I think that there was an opportunity to work with Target, and when the Grammys came along, and I think at that point, my label, which this has never happened before, they were like, okay, let's finish things up. Let's take this opportunity and get the record out. And I was like, what? I'm not done. I want to keep writing. And I took a few more sessions, and I did start to sort of repeat myself lyrically, you know what I mean? So then I kind of knew that it felt like it was kind of done. Okay, I can, because it's really hard to know. I felt like I could write for the rest of my life. That's how good it felt, and it seemed like every time I went in, I would write a song. I did. Every single time I went to the studio, I wrote a song, if not two. So it was hard to stop. I felt depressed for 3 days when it was over. And the one thing that's awesome is I kind of found this new confidence in writing that I didn't have for a long time. And I just think that I feel really excited about the potential of being able to go in at any point and just write a song. And it doesn't have to be oh, this is just one record. And that's what's so cool about these days. You can put out a record, but you can also just keep writing and put music out whenever you want. And that's just really exciting to me. I want to keep writing forever. I'd love to work on, write music for other people or whatever it is. I just love being part of music.
It's Gwen Stefani. The brand new album is This Is What the Truth Feels Like. With everything that's going on, you sound like you have found this new fountain of youth for writing, and it's oh my God, here we go. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that, but it also kind of feels good to know, when I listen to the album, the whole album, I feel wow, that was that moment. I did capture it, and now I kind of, in the way that I write, I really do write from my real life and what's going on. And I look at those songs and I'm like, okay, that was in my busy cal. I know exactly when that happened. You know what I mean? And so it feels good to kind of have it all put together, and now going on to the next phase, whatever that might be, and collecting more stuff to write about in my life. But I think right now I just did feel like I was about finished. You know what I mean? If I would have kept going, I would have kept writing the same thing. Whoa, look how happy I am. Look at how great. Look at this. You know what I mean? So it feels good to kind of say, okay, that was it. Now let's share it. I haven't had a moment like this in so long. To be able to share music, and that giving and receiving of music is just incredible. I mean, I've had the pleasure of doing it for a long time, but I don't know I can't explain it, but when you share your own life with people you don't even know, and then they get so much joy out of it, and they send so much great vibes and love back to you, there's just something really incredible about that. And so I am looking forward to that part.
The brand new album is called This Is What the Truth Feels Like. And by all accounts, you cover everything that's been going on, other projects in the works. Are we going to see you back on The Voice with Blake?
I don't have a confirmation I'm going back to The Voice. I think for now, I'm just trying to figure out how in my life with all these kids, how am I supposed to tour somehow? You know what I mean? I'd love to do some kind of live shows. I got to play in Japan. I guess it was last night. I played, and then I got on the plane, and then I got here. So I don't even know what day it is, but it was magical. So that's something that I haven't got to do a lot of in the last few years, and I do really enjoy being on stage and being live, and to be able to do all the music now, it would be crazy to do this record and my other records all together. I feel like I have so much material, and I could put together a really cool show.
It's Gwen Stefani. The brand new album drops Friday. It's called This Is What the Truth Feels Like. Before I let you go, and for what it's worth, like I told you, my kids were in the car when they found out we were going to be talking, and my daughter says, just tell her that her and Blake are adorable.
Oh, my God. Just tell your daughter and your son what's up from Gwen Stefani, and probably just tell them that Kingston says hi to, and Zuma.
Outstanding. Listen, like I said, you sound just incredibly proud and excited about the album. Good luck with it. I hope to talk to you again soon, okay?
All right. Thanks for all your guys' support. I appreciate that.